Hello, I want to talk a little bit about drop thumbing. I'm not very good at drop thumbing. It's something I want to work on more. I wasn't really sold on it because I kind of took it for a gimmick. I didn't see it really adding a lot to the song. But as I'm working through the tabs on this song, Black Eyed Susan, or Black Eyed Susie, it's a tab in the book tuned to double C. There's a lot of drop thumbing, and in working through the melody, it's kind of making sense for me, and I thought I'd share a little bit of what's clicking for me. So for those of you who don't know, drop thumbing is basically, I'm assuming you know basic frailing, where typically you go strike, strum, thumb, so you go 1, 2, and 3, 4, and you can also break that up, so we can go 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and so it's and a drop thumb is just a variation on that 1 and 2 and so, but instead of hitting the drone string on the and, you take that thumb and you bring it down to the specific string that you want and you pull it off of that, so it's a little closer. So you strike down with your middle finger. I'm still practicing this myself, but for this song that I'm working on, it's kind of like it's like just a part of the song, but it's for double C tuning. It's really helpful because most of the melody tends to be played on this first string, so it's and if you do your regular bum ditty on that, it gets kind of samey, so it's drop thumb gives it more of a melodic, deliberate sense to it, I think. When you're doing drop thumb, you want to be deliberate about which string you're hitting. You don't want to hit just any old string. I mean, it'll probably work, but if you're deliberate about which string you hit on the and, then you'll hit the right note that works for you. And since I'm tuned in double C, it's not like open G where anything you play that's a chord. It's generally you've got chords like your C, your G, and your F. But if you're playing up here, it's hard to figure out exactly all the chords that'll work with that. But if you come down and you just play the bottom 2 strings, it tends to work a little better. If I could just play all the strings, but it would start to sound muddy, so it's and then when I play the middle, the second and third string for the melody, it gets kind of lost. But with a drop thumb, I think it's a little more deliberate. And, so I think it's kind of useful.